Morning everyone, welcome to Yoga with Donna. I hope everybody's having a good week. Today we're going to do a morning sun salutation practice to get the body warmed up and ready to start your day. We're going to come into child's pose, so swing your legs around, knees as wide as your mat, big toes together, sitting back on your heels if you can, stretching your arms forward, relaxing your forehead onto the mat. In this position, take 4 long deep breaths in and out through the nose. Filling up your whole body, your whole back of your ribs, every part of your body, filling up with air. And when you're ready, exhaling in your own time. One more long deep breath. In through your nose. Pause at the top and exhale through your nose. Pushing yourself back, coming into tabletop. So spread your hands on the mat, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, cat-cow, breathing in. Chest coming forward, slightly glancing up, and breathing out, round your back, navel to spine, sit bones heading back towards the back of the knees, coming forward. Breathe in through the nose and rounding your back, exhaling. Rounding the whole back. One more time, forward, breathing in. Extending that chest forward, shoulders gliding down your back, and exhale. Coming into tabletop, pushing through your hands, curl your toes under, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, downward facing dog. And slowly pedal through your feet, heading those heels towards the mat, shoulders gliding down your back, forearms externally rotated, knuckles pressed into the mat, and take some long deep breaths in this position. And when you're ready, come up onto the balls of your feet, rise up really high on the balls of the feet, then slowly head your heels towards the mat. Feel like your ribs are heading towards your legs, shoulders gliding down your back, breathing in. When you're ready, step towards the front of the mat, in between your hands, feet hip-width apart, holding on to each elbow, head relaxed in the middle of your arms, ragdoll. Just hang here, over your legs. Deep breath in, and exhaling out. And when you're ready, release your elbows. Slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time, arms coming up the side of your body, up overhead, touching at the top into prayer position. And again, inhaling, arms coming up the side of your body, and exhaling, falling forward from your hips, coming out over your legs. Hands coming to where you can, either on the floor or on your shins or ankles, and coming up to flat back, exhaling, and coming back up, breathing in, arms coming up to the side of your body, and exhaling out, forward fold, hands to where you can, flat back, hands down either side of your feet, Bend your knees, step your right leg back into lunge, hold it here, shoulders gliding down your back, chest coming forward, hands on the mat, take your other leg back into plank. Coming forward over your wrists, lower down, chest to the floor, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Hold it here for a moment. Step your right foot between your hands. Lunge position. Low lunge. And then step your other foot, left foot, coming back into forward fold. Inhaling, arms coming up. And exhaling, arms coming down. Inhale, arms coming up. This time, exhaling, forward fold. Folding from your hips, coming forward over your legs, hands either side of your feet if you can. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, coming down, left foot, stepping back into low lunge. Hold it here for a moment, deep breath. Exhaling, plank position, coming forward, lower down, coming up, upward facing dog, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Hold it here for a moment. Step your right foot between your hands, left foot coming over and breathing in and exhaling. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling this time, coming forward over your legs, hands down, side your feet. Inhaling, long back. Exhaling, step back your right foot into low lunge. Left foot to join it, plank position. Lower chest coming forward first to the floor. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. And step your right foot between your hands. Low lunge. Left foot and over your legs. Breathing in, coming up. And exhale. And one more time, breathing in. And exhaling, coming forward, folding forward over your legs. Inhaling, coming up to flat top back. And exhaling, rolling down. This time step your left foot back into low lunge. Take a moment here. Step your right foot back into plank. Roll down. Roll over your toes. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands. Hold it here. Right foot join your left foot, hanging over your legs, slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time. And exhaling out. And then breathing in. And breathing out. Coming here to Yogi squat. So I'll step to face the front so you can see me. So breathing in. Hands into prayer position. Feet slightly wider than your hips. Knees out over your toes if you can. And come down to wherever you can that's comfortable for you. Those of you who can go down quite low, make sure that you've got your elbows pressing against your thighs to get your knees out a little bit further. And relax your sit bones down towards the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths in here. Another deep breath. Long back. Another deep breath in. And when you're ready, place your hands on the floor, come to sitting on the floor. So stretch your legs out in front of you and do seated forward fold. So sit right up on your sit bones, get yourself right up, sitting high and long straight back. Feet, your toes are facing up to the ceiling, so you've got flexed feet. I'll just move back so you can see a little bit more. Take your arms up to the side, breathing in, and as you breathe out, come forward as far as you can, even if you just come to here. Just stretch as far as you can. Deep breaths in. Make sure that your knees, it doesn't matter if your knees are slightly bent, but make sure that you have got your feet flexed, even if your knees are bent, so you get a really good hamstring stretch. Move forward, hold it here. Breathing through. Good. And then coming up. Come into easy pose. So cross your legs however you're comfortable. Either have your one foot in front of the other, or have your legs crossed so that your feet are underneath your knees. Take your hands out to the side, sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones, length of spine. Take your right hand up and take it across to your left knee. Take your left hand behind you, pulling up nice and tall, and slowly twist. Make sure that your head's in line with your spine, that you're not turning your head too far before your body's actually there. And deep breath in. And as you exhale, twist a little bit more. And inhale. And exhale. Coming back to centre. Take your left arm up. Breathing in, nice tall spine. Take it across to your right knee. Take your right hand behind you. Pulling up tall. And exhale. Breathing in. And breathing out. Try not to pull on this knee. Don't use this knee as a leverage. Just keep your hand gently across there to get your shoulder to the side. And keep breathing. Shoulders relaxed. Good. And then spin back to centre. We're going to take a short Shavasana. So swing your legs around. Slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Get yourself comfortable on the mat here. Palms facing up. Just make sure, just glance up to make sure that you're lying in a straight line, because sometimes it's deceiving. What we might think is a straight line actually isn't. And then just make sure your shoulders are relaxed down. Neck along the mat. Relax your face and your jaw. And just take a couple of moments here to see how your body feels ready to start the day. See whether it feels a little bit more warm than it was. A little bit more stretched out. Relax your eyelids. So if you've got the time, stay here in Shavasana. Otherwise, those of you who don't have time, bring your legs in, hug them into your chest, roll over to your right side, push yourself up, coming to sitting. Take a couple of deep breaths in, ready to finish the practice. Hands in Gyan Mudra, so your index finger and thumb together, just relaxed on your legs, and close your eyes. Deep breath in. Pause at the top. Exhaling out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Pause at the top. And out through your mouth. Thank you everybody for joining me here today. I hope you've enjoyed the practice. So have a great day. Namaste.